Hey guys, welcome back to another video. It's me, Tyra, aka My Type for Hair. If you're new here, hi, hello. And if you're not new here, welcome back. Before we get into the video, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe if you enjoyed this video. We're on the road to 10K. Thank you guys for the love and support that you've given me so far. Enough of that. Let's go ahead and get into the video. So in today's video, we're going to do Camille Rose Explained. The history, the products, the backlash, all the things. By the end of this video, you guys, plus myself, will figure out if Camille Rose is really blooming or a bust. Janelle Stephens is the founder and CEO of Camille Rose. She actually started off as a therapist by trade. That was her original job. And then she started having children. I want to say she has 5 children. And once she started having children, all of her children was dealing with tons of skin and eczema issues. And speaking of eczema, all my eczema girlies, comment down below right now if you have eczema. And if you're one of the girls who have eczema, don't worry because I have it too. Just to show you guys, this is eczema. This is eczema. I actually used to have eczema under my ears, behind my knees. Definitely relate when it comes to the eczema part. None of the products that she was finding on the market was working for her daughters and their eczema. She also realized how terrible the ingredients were in the products that she was using to help with the eczema, and she did not like it. So she ended up telling her husband, like, hey, I basically wanted to research my own ingredients and make my own products for my daughter's hair, for my daughter's skin. I want natural, good ingredients to go in their products for them to be able to use. When she started creating these products, it started as a hobby in her kitchen, mixing up natural ingredients to put into, again, the hair and in the skin products. Because of her mixing up these products in her kitchen herself, she calls herself the master mixtress because she's in the kitchen blending up all these ingredients herself. Once she started to put the business together, she named it Camille Rose. Camille is her grandmother's name, and her grandmother apparently loved roses, so that's where Camille Rose came from. Fun fact about Camille Rose, it was launched in Louisiana, which is my home state. That is where I was born, but now it's been expanded to Atlanta, Georgia. As she started to launch this business, her whole mantra for her brand is whatever is good enough to go on me should be able to go in me. So that is why she started in her kitchen. That is how she segued to the creation of products that were made using food grade ingredients into a gourmet blend. And again, all of this was back in 2011 when Camille Rose launched. It started as a direct to consumer online business, and then as it continuously grew, it became really popular. It eventually launched in 2012 in national retailers like Target, Ulta, Whole Foods, Walmart, CVS, Walgreens, Bed Bath & Beyond. She's in over 300,000 nationwide retailers in the world. So going back a little bit in 2011, the natural hair scene during that time was definitely growing, but it's still very undermined. And she kind of revolutionized it with her gourmet blended products from her kitchen. There was not a lot of Black-owned natural hair care brands during that time. So she kind of just came out of nowhere with these gourmet blended products. All the ingredients in them were very natural, and that's what kind of made her mark on the natural hair territory. And during that time, that's pretty much how she became popular or viral. Going back to kind of the in the kitchen gourmet blended food grade ingredients, it is very safe to say that Camille Rose is not traditionally a backed by science brand because it is all food grade ingredients. And of course, it still have to go through labs for the safety of the products. But as far as like how the products were made and how they were produced, again, it started in the kitchen, which I know a lot of people out there have been very like sensitive to that whole black made versus science backed hair care. If you're one of those who are very sensitive about that topic, don't get mad at me. I'm just giving you guys the information. So we've gone through that timeline of her launching the business in 2011, being in major retailers by 2012. You can only imagine how major this is for her. So it's safe to say that she's now grown this brand to a multi-million-dollar company. And to also go back to what was really happening in the natural hair space at that time when Camille Rose had launched, the brand was also very appealing to the customers because at that time, everybody was looking for natural solutions to grow their hair. And then you have this one founder, CEO, who dropped an entire line on gourmet, food grade inspired hair care products, and she blew up. Getting into her products just a little bit, her first collection launch was the Signature Collection. If you're new here, you're not too knowledgeable about Camille Rose, but you like her products, you may want to try her original collection, which is the Signature collection, and I do have it here to show you guys. It is a fairly large collection, but I only have about 5 of her products, and I wanted to show you guys just in case you may be new to it, or if you have these products and you didn't know that was a part of her first collection ever, maybe you are happy to know that. This is her shampoo in her signature collection. This is a sweet ginger cleansing rinse. For the conditioner, you have the Moroccan pear conditioning custard. For the leave-in, you have the Curl Love moisturizing milk. For the gel, she launched the curl maker. She came out with a butter. This is the almond jaw twisting butter. It has sweet almond milk and honey. Fun fact, these 2 products were actually 2 of her top contender products during that time. Something about the leave-in and the twisting butter was running rings around all of the natural hair care products. No one could keep their hands off of these 2 products. I actually did a wash day with her shampoo and conditioner once. That video actually hit over 1 million views on Instagram. I'll go ahead and place it here on the screen just in case you're just interested in how those products worked with my hair. Regarding if I actually like the products in my review, my thoughts about Camille Rose, we'll get into that towards the end of the video. As time went on, people were loving the products. In 2016, Camille Rose ended up facing a class action lawsuit in November of 2016 filed in New York because people were over deceptive natural product labeling. A lot of people argued that the company was very misleading and marketed its products as natural to appeal to health conscious consumers, but the plaintiffs contended that the products contained several synthetic lab-made ingredients, including some used in pesticide formulas and preservatives. The lawsuit ended up being voluntarily dismissed back in May of 2017, but they never really disclosed the reasons as to why. Not only did the lawsuit happen in 2017, but after that went away, Janelle Stephens actually went to the Real Daytime show, was able to do a little cameo for her products, which were really cool. Moving on to present day time. Is Camille Rose still respected? Is it forgotten? Is it reinvented? To answer that question, it seems as if a lot of people have tons of mixed reviews about Camille Rose. The whole natural ingredient thing, that took its turn for a minute. This day and age, a lot of people don't really care too much about the whole natural aspect of the ingredients. As we can see from 2011 till now, there has been tons of formula changes in Camille Rose's products. A lot of the OG consumers who were down with Camille Rose back in that 2011 time period says that the products smell a little different. There's different ingredients, the performance is different, and also with the Gen Z generation really booming, Camille Rose has also changed their packaging. A lot of this generation will buy things purely off of the aesthetic, and Camille Rose has changed their products to soft label refresh for those reasons. I think I also read where a lot of the OG old customers who kind of been down with Camille Rose since the beginning said that they can tell that they reinvented themselves and changed a lot of the formulas to fit the Gen Z needs, to be honest, which is not technically a bad thing because things do change over time. So you kind of got to either keep up or hop off of the wave. Definitely do understand if the change of the product formula, the ingredients, the smell has taken a turn for the worse. Products now just don't really hit the same, which can definitely leave a negative impact on the brand. And moving on to her latest collection, Camille Rose just dropped the Guava Slip collection, and I was actually gifted this entire collection. This is the Guava Slip Detangling Shampoo, Guava Slip Detangling Conditioner, Guava Slip Detangling Leave-In Conditioner, and the Guava Slip Whipped Styler Souffle. And of course, in addition to this video, I did also use the new Guava Slip collection, so keep watching as I'm about to show you guys my entire review of this new collection, my personal thoughts and opinions about Camille Rose. Still watching by this time, thank you so much. Drop a flower in the comments section because y'all some real ones for staying this long. Okay, so in this video, we're gonna also be reviewing the Guava Slip new collection by Camille Rose. This is the Guava Slip Detangling Shampoo. I don't have much else to say about this shampoo other than I really enjoy the fact that I can detangle while using it. If you truly know me, you know that I always base a good shampoo off if I can detangle, and I can definitely say with this shampoo, I can detangle. I mean, that's the whole reason why she created this collection, was for you to be able to have as much slip as possible in an entire collection. If you're one of those people who just struggle with getting slip from products, I would definitely say that this collection is for you. With that being said, it kind of bases how I feel about all of her products in general, not even with just the Guava Slip collection, but even the signature collection that I've tried and other collections that I've had with her. I've never just been a super huge fanatic for Camille Rose products, if I'm being completely honest with y'all. Y'all know I'm always keep it 1000% with you. I've never been a huge Camille Rose fan. And that's not to say that her products are necessarily bad, because I mean, that's subjective, but for me personally, my type 4 hair, aka Tyra Booker personally, I have never found Camille Rose is a brand that I go and pick up often at all. Really quickly about this shampoo, I would definitely just rate this. If someone just needed me to rate it, I would definitely just rate this a 7 out of 10. The only special thing about it, in my opinion, is that it has enough slip for me to be able to detangle, but that's all. The entire collection was made to be slippery. So I mean, if that's all it can give me, there's not really much that I can say about it. And also, the entire collection also has the same ingredients, that gourmet recipe of guava and cockadoo plum. I think that's how you pronounce it. I wish I was one of those who enjoy Camille Rose products more. This sector of my wash day, I'm actually now moving on to the conditioner. Again, it was just easy to be able to apply to my hair because it is a detangling slip conditioner. I had already detangled previously with the shampoo. You guys just saw that. So I didn't have to detangle. All I had to do was apply it to my hair. Again, it's nothing that stood out to me. It just felt like a regular conditioner, to be honest. So I just kind of let it sit in my hair for I think 5 to 10 minutes as I went through, detangled the rest of my hair, then had the shampoo, and then applied the conditioner on top. I don't want to sound like I'm just on like this Camille Rose hate train because, like I said, her products aren't just necessarily bad. It's just never been something that I really ever gravitated to because I never felt like it did much for my hair in specific. And I'm not the only one who have said this. I've had other friends to tell me that they have never been really huge on grabbing Camille Rose products either because they felt the same way that I felt, which is they just stated that it really didn't do much for their hair either. I will say that the detangling conditioner from this Guava slip collection, it was pretty decent with me being able to go through my hair with my blow dryer. And I will say that it also made my hair soft too, which is a plus because I mean, at the end of the day, that's what leave-in conditioners are supposed to do. For styling today, I want to do flat twist because that's my go-to style for my type 4 hair. I use the Guava slip styling souffle. Now, here's when I can say that I actually enjoy the styling souffle. If I was to recommend anything from this collection, it would definitely be the styling souffle first. I had to take down one of my flat twists to redo it a few days later, and the way my flat twists were so defined and pretty, I was like, okay, yeah, this is the product I would 1000% repurchase. I can't even tell you if I would tell someone to go and purchase Camille Rose in general because I just don't use her products enough, and I know true to self that I don't really enjoy her products a lot, and it's too pricey to just say to. You know, there's so many more products on the market that I would recommend over Camille Rose, if I'm being completely honest. I'm not gonna lie, I've always just kind of felt like Camille Rose may have pretty packaging, but man, I really don't know about the products. Anywho, my hair came out so pretty, so amazing. One of my favorite flat twist styles to date. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and share with a friend. Again, this is a safe space. We could talk about all things hair, all things natural hair care. If you don't agree with me, or if you do agree with me, put it down in the comments below because we can chat about it all. So drop in the comments which history and hair care brand you would like for me to touch on next.